Well, boys, I have bad news. I have decided to play this game again to finish it eventually, so... Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have two people watching this hypothetically, which would be nice. I need someone to keep me company.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Hi, Toaster. How you doing, sweetheart? It is Axelius the Great. I told you it's Axelius the Great. My god. These bitches be complaining so much. Which one? This is the one. Queen's Bedchamber? Why is that the first time I ever noticed it's called Queen's Bedchamber? You're just a little bitch, Toaster. Don't you lie. Okay, so I have bad news, guys. Okay, so if I... Alright. No, dude. I have to beat it on my own the first try. That's the rules we make. That's the rules of nature. How the fuck do you... Is it Shift E? No. Is it E click? No. E click. It's E click. Okay. I always have that on me because I was doing caves earlier. By earlier, I mean last month. Get out of here. I don't need this for anything either. So, be gone. Thought. Be gone. I think this isn't the game. Obviously this is the game. What kind of damage does this boy do? What kind of damage does he do? Does he do... physical damage? Okay. Great. I hate this boss. I haven't even beaten this boss and I hate this boss. I just hate how long every single goddamn thing takes in this game. Every single boss has like 1,000,000 moves and takes 10 years to kill. Yeah, I know. I finally caved and started watching other people play Elden Ring because I was like, yeah, I just don't like it as much. It's kind of annoying. It makes everything take 1,000,000 years. Hey, handsome. This guy in particular, and Morgoth. Morgoth's also just garbage. What are we doing, bro? Also, you have 2 dodge buttons, which I really don't like. There's the jump dodge. Morgoth has 1,000,000 moves. I do not even care. What is it, buddy? Yeah, so... he just doesn't stop attacking! What the fuck? Okay, bitch, what's it gonna do? I just couldn't move. Wow. Good fucking game. What I'm guessing is that he's a bit... bitch, how did you hit me with that, you little motherfucker? This annoying little bastard. Yeah, obviously, it's a boss. What's it gonna do, not attack me? I know I'm probably using a bad build for this boss, I don't care. Lord God in heaven, grant me mercy. Whoa! He's going crazy, boys. Super Saiyan mode? No, he's not. Is this the blood? Bitch, do you ever stop? Oh. Okay, that's good to know. Because if it's a bad weapon, it's like what I did with Frida, where I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing Frida with an ultra greatsword. You can go kill yourself. I said to Frida.
It's me good service. Siraj.
Siraj. I'm gonna tear off this lion's jaw. Did he just like explode or something? That will be all. I wish. That would be way better. DS2 moment. Oh, yo, I get to fight Malekith again? It's a joke. He's like, well. Blythe. Blythe is already high on crack.
Courtesy enough.
Now he goes hands mode. Oh, he's such a big boy. He's getting nude, let's go! You can tell the boss is getting harder when he's taking all his clothes off. Hot and spicy, that's how this is feeling.
Now I fight just Horaloo.
He's like, I am completely sick of pretending to be nice. Nice fucking animation, guys. They still haven't figured out how to do facial animation, I guess. Okay, now he's just... Okay, now he goes really fast. Is it weird that I think this might be easier? Like, I know it's not actually easier, but my brain's just like... Question mark? Whoa, buddy, whoa, whoa, buddy, how do you avoid that? Do you just have to, like, run or something? Okay, now he's just chasing me down. What are you doing? What are we doing, buddy? He's such a big, strong boy. Oh, grab attack. Oh, please, my dad is not this buff. You going crazy. Does this bitch ever stop? I hate these bosses. Oh, let's go! I can't help it, I love it. I love it so much. This is great. I love this. That's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, they're just like, wee. Bye. I really love that that you don't lose stamina for running in this game if there's no enemies around. Did I have any souls on me? Oh, I sure did, didn't I? Hey, buddy, I gotta go. Bye. Bye, sweetie. I have a lot of souls is the problem. Those 200,000 souls. Wait, do you mean like the jump the player does? The thing for me is that I never use it in combat because it's like my brain is not big enough to like figure out that there are two distinct different dodges I need to do. That's too many thoughts for my brain. That's why I'm using a Hunter, because it requires the least thinking per capita, you know? Great, 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 great. I think I have all of these. I can level up. Faith. Well, yeah, but you're parkouring in this game, so you need it. Well, I never use parkour jump attacks anyway, so it doesn't affect me personally. Hey, buddy! Siraj is like, I'm back, bitch! Okay. I think I figured this out a bit better. Just went sailing! I gotta say, I do like how this game feels a little bit more. Like, it feels a bit more natural and nice. Wow, it's fast though. Like, I ran out of stamina super quickly there. Oh, okay. Attack canceled me. Rude behavior. That was close. Okay, buddy. Let's not do this behavior. Extremely problematic behavior. I know I'm not using the lock-on. If that bothers you, then you can go straight to hell. Just gonna run away. Okay, you can't run away from that, actually. Isn't he buffed when he does that? Is that something you're supposed to interact him out of? Oh, what even hit me there? Whoa. I'm super lucky that that didn't hit me. Yeah, the second phase is gonna be fun. At least in this phase, I could just... I don't know. What do you do in this phase? Dude, you did not hit me there. Oh god. See, that's kind of problematic to me. That appears so fast. See, it's just like... I don't know. It's a little much. It's kind of... I don't have infinite lightning spam. Like, what do you do for that? Do you, like, buy resin? The problem that I have with that, I don't ever use resins in any of the games because you run out of them. They're basically, like, useless because you have to go buy them over and over again. And I don't have infinite money. I mean, I can go farming every once in a while. But, like, why? The problem isn't how long they last. The problem is that I'm absolutely going to die over and over and over again. How do you use Ashes of War? I still don't know how to use those things. Oh. Don't you just click tab for those? I do like about this that it's easier to quit out, like you can do it faster. In DS1, quitting out is like really annoying. I don't have a lot of FP, so that is problematic. What does FP even stand for? Like, hit points? Faith points? Focus points, okay. This is via, infuse. How do you infuse things? How do you infuse things? Right now it's a qualities binder, which upgrades its scaling a bit, I think. Well, but how do you use it? Because I'm pretty sure I already have the thing that makes you... Do you, like... No? God, this game is confusing. There are like a million different things you can do in it, and it doesn't explain how to do half of them. I do have a whole bunch of whetstones. Like, I have... where are they? Are they here? Not here. Are they here? Here's another thing I don't like. Trying to find items in this is really annoying. Okay, yeah, I do have a whole bunch of whetstones. Sanctified. That makes it holy, right? That's not what I wanted. So if you apply an Ash of War, this Zweihander. None of these are very useful. Ash of War, Thunderbolt. Oh no! That's really bad. This is the one that's already applied. This one does a lot of damage, I think? Is this one... This one's Thunderbolt. We can put this on, and then infuse it with Lightning. So what does this do? Do you click tab for these? Oh no. You need to be locked on for that to work. Oh, okay. This is bad news. I hate how this game relies on lock-ons. It's really awful. Well, that's good. Let's hope that makes it do more damage. Hello, Godfrey, first Elden Lord. What's he gonna do? Well, I could hit him, I'd know. Roll spin. It doesn't do any more damage, it does the same amount of damage. Let's go. less damage, actually. Yeah, it does. It does less damage. Let's go. I think that's just because I'm, like, specifically leveled for quality. Okay, game. What the fuck is up with this game in that? Like, the hitboxes are so weird. I think they linger or something. I can't super tell. I have pretty high dex. I have dex of like 60. Good fucking game, guys. Such garbage sometimes. What was that? What the fuck is... I literally couldn't see him do that. Yeah, one of my problems with this is that the attacks just come out so fast that I literally can't do anything about them. And also, like, it's obviously designed for lock-on in a way that makes it, like, really difficult to play without. I had to use lock-on for Malekith, because otherwise it's, like, designed to be impossible. What are you supposed to do about that? Are you supposed to block him when he tries to do that? Like... Good fucking game, guys. What the fuck is wrong with this game? What's the death effect? This is such a garbage game sometimes.
'Twas nobly fought.
I'm not really desperate. I spent 5 hours on the hard version of Moog. Like... I have patience. It's just, like, I don't know why they would design the game this way sometimes. It's not as bad as Ornstein and Smough, because Ornstein and Smough is specifically designed to be unfair, I'm pretty sure. Like, you're placed ages away from everything else, so you have to run back if you have the wrong weapon through all those garbage areas. But the nice thing about DS1 is that it's really short. So at least if you don't like it, you can finish it pretty fast. Like, last time I played, it took, you know, 5.5 hours to do all the bosses. Like, you know, if you're gonna be trash, you should at least not take up much of my time. That's my rule for bad bosses, is that I think a boss is truly bad if it takes up loads of my time and is garbage. Because if it's just badly designed and it takes me 2 minutes to beat, then, like, who cares? It's like the tiniest waste of time. But if it's badly designed and it takes me ages to beat, then it's truly bad. Because it's wasting my time. Which most easy bosses don't actually do. So they don't take any of your time. Like, are they a waste of time? Sure, but, like, they don't take up a lot of time. So it's like a waste of a tiny bit of time instead of a waste of loads of time. I'll say, I think Moog is a fine boss. Oh, you don't get counter damage in this game? Trash game. Thanks for that instant attack. Really cool. Okay, if I can dodge that, I can get 2 attacks. Okay. Let's go! Nameless King his ass. Take him to Pound Town. Oh, sorry, one sec. I have to put down the audio output capture. The mic is already at max volume, so on that point we're boned. I know, it's very sad, the lion's dead. Okay, now we go to the hard part of the fight, which has a big man being angry in it, which is my favorite kind of. What are you supposed to do about this? I genuinely don't know. This guy's not the king, he's the warrior. I really don't know what you're supposed to do about this guy. Like, how are you supposed to attack him? Oh, okay. A lot of these bosses have, like, infinite poise for some reason. I think you're supposed to dodge to his right. I was watching someone play him a bit ago, and that's what they were doing. Yeah, you can't really dodge out of the way of that. Well, I haven't played Gears of War, so I wouldn't know. Why would you play Gears of War? Imagine being some kind of fucking casual who plays Gears of War. Okay, cool. Does this... What the fuck is wrong with this guy? That... Yeah, I couldn't exactly do anything else, like, he didn't stop attacking. I can't, like, pause to heal if he never stops attacking. This is Viahander, that's it. Wait, I'm gonna transfer it back to quality. Not reconfigure something out. I will beat the boss with this sword. With God as my witness. Are any of these actually useful? Because I'm pretty sure none of them are. What did they even do? That one's useless. That one's useless. Well shit, we might as well put that on it. Are there any things that make the scaling better? No, not really. This is the max good scaling, it's on quality. No, the problem is that I don't, like, the way I've killed all the bosses in all of these games, literally all of them, is with this sword, and, like, I have 3 bosses left in this game. And as much as I hate this game, I'm just gonna do it, because fuck it. I really wish I had something to spend those 60k souls on. They're making me nervous. Do I have any? One second. Hi. Easier to quit out in this game than it is in DS1, which is nice, but I do have to wait through the loading screen every time. Woo! Yes, I know. Come on, let me go, dude. Okay. Let's go. And then we have to beat everything in New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2, which will not be as much of a problem because I will let myself summon for them, so the bosses should be easier. It's not DS3, so I don't really care about being good at the game. Like, in DS3, I can actually be good at the bosses, but I don't get the feeling that I can be good at these bosses. These bosses are just trash. What did I do that for? Alright, check how many big souls I have. Which is to say, none. How much does this give me? 50k? Okay, okay. Really wish you could stay in the menus for these things. They are, yeah, they're kind of not good. They're just like, I don't know why they would do this. Midir, ugh. Midir's perfect boss. My queen. Let's see, level up. Okay, I just need 2,000 more souls. Makes me really nervous to have like an inventory full of souls when I do this, because, you know, they're just all gonna... 2 maybe? What do? Status? Come on, click the fucking... yeah, I just need 300 more, so... I don't know how much all of these give you. 2 more of these maybe? Abyss Watchers are fine. No intelligence. 125 souls! I don't really like Abyss Watchers because I don't like multi-boss fights. Just as a rule, I don't find them very fun. Yeah, I know, it's just, like, it's not very fun. I don't find it very fun. Give it to me, baby! Look at him go. If only I could hit things. Okay, right. You dodge to the right. Dodge to the right. Dodge to the right. I think I'm fine at this first phase. Like, it's kind of overly complicated for me, which makes it hard, but see, I do more damage like this. Not much more, but I do more. It's kind of... my problem with it is that's kind of trash. This boss, I mean. Look, at least the Estus doesn't heal like 1/3 of my HP like it does in Dark Souls 1. I am constantly out of stamina in this fight. That's another thing that indicates to me that the boss isn't very good. If you're always out of stamina, they fucked something up. It's like Aldrich. Take him to Pound Town, boys! Woo! Okay. Now it's this boy time. Yeah, we're just gonna dodge to the right on this guy, too. Run like hell. Okay, I got out of the way that time. Let's go. I just need to run like the instant he starts. God, dude, you are so much to deal with. Girl, can you calm the fuck down? I didn't even take that much damage. I don't know why I did that. Run like absolute shit, dude. I should dodge toward him when he does that. He like slams his fists in the ground. What the fuck is he doing? Okay, he do that. Oh, that was too early. Whoops! A boys' sleepover is nothing if not a bunch of occultists sacrificing something. You see, I wouldn't mind this so much if it didn't take 5 minutes to get back to this point. It's like the issue I had with Nameless King, where, like, Nameless King himself is a good boss. And I think this one's better than Nameless King in that the first phase is not, like, that bad. It's just annoying, which is fine. It's fine. Nameless King is, like... the problem with it is that it takes forever, and you just gotta wait until the boss fight starts, which isn't super fun. Okay, give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Oh, he's going off. He's shredding, boys. I never claimed to be good at the game, I'm just stubborn. Being stubborn is a skill. Who's Crime Hill? Okay, yeah. You got me there, buddy. I wasn't expecting to start with that, so... What the fuck was that? Okay, wait. There's like an AoE on that now. You have to dodge it correctly no matter what. Which I love. Even if you're nowhere near it. Well, no. Well, the first phase of this definitely takes less time than the first phase of Nameless. The problem is that I have a higher chance of dying. Nice. What's that? Yeah, I've never played Monster Hunter, so... Can you even get Monster Hunters on PC? I do not know who Crime Healed is. You should stop telling me what to do. I know it's the wrong thing to do, but you telling me to do it won't make me stop doing it. My brain will just eventually get that I have to do it, and then at that point, okay. And also, some of the attacks come out so fast in this that you have to panic roll to get out of the way. Like that. That comes out so fast that you have to panic roll to not be in its way. My main strat for fighting this guy so far has just been being behind him. So I just roll constantly to be behind him. Good fucking boss fight. Oh. Neat. I love it when the boss is so fucking fast that I can't see what's happening. You see, I don't really like about these bosses that they're constantly moving around. That did not hit me, you little fucker. Little goddamn liar. I definitely have more than enough Estus for this, which is nice. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. See, whether or not I panic roll, I get hit, so I might as well panic roll and like, increase the chance that I won't get hit. Wow, great game. Love it so much! Go fuck yourself, buddy. Why aren't you in phase 2? Thank you. I said whether or not I panic roll, I get hit. I was demonstrating a case where I was panic rolling and I got hit. Wow. I love the roll attack. It's so good. Okay, good fucking game. Also, I wasn't panic rolling in that case. I was trying to dodge the 2 attacks, and I didn't dodge them. And I got hit. That was me dodging on purpose to try to not get hit, and I got hit, so... That was not me panic rolling and getting hit. Oh, I love this fight. It's so good. It's so good, this fight! Wow, I love it so much. Yeah, I don't like about this game that, it kind of just completely takes away the point of using a big, slow weapon if none of the enemies stagger when you hit them with a big weapon. Sweetie, I don't take breaks when I play games. I play them until I'm done, because I don't have anything to do else, so we're just playing it until it's done. Okay, go wild, honey. The roll attack for this one is such garbage. You know, on some of the games they fixed the roll attack for this Zweihander, and then they just, like, unfixed it. They were like, you know what, fuck you, you have to take the one that never hits the enemy. Okay, completely out of stamina. I love this fight so much. There were a couple of fights I've liked at this game. I liked the Ancestor Spirit, that was pretty good. That's another case where trying to roll is what gets me hit, or trying to not panic roll gets me hit. Like, if I panic roll, I get out of the way of the attacks. That's stupid! Why would I use 2 fucking Zweihanders? It's already a big fucking sword, I shouldn't have to use 2 of them to fight the boss. Wow, I'm so glad that not being in the way of that move makes you get hit by it. That... I literally wasn't in the line, dude. This is such shit! Well, yeah. I just don't understand why the enemies don't, like, have so much poise. All of the enemies in this game. It's ridiculous. Like, you can poise break Gwyn by normal attacking him twice with a Zweihander. And the poise break doesn't mean that he does the thing where, like, he kneels down and lets you get a... what are they called? Like, blood... They're from Bloodborne. God, I can't remember. Whatever those are called. Poise breaking Gwyn doesn't let you get that kind of attack off on him, but it does let you get, like, an attack off on him, where he's not attacking you. Which is good for Gwyn, because he literally never stops fucking attacking you, like every boss in this game. Okay, sweetie. That was more panic rolling for the win. I don't like how he seems to do that one randomly. It's like impossible to get out of the way of it if he does it randomly. Okay, sweet. Take him to Pound Town. Yeah, I usually think of it as a crit. It's called like a... If it's from Bloodborne, it's probably called Blood something. They love blood in that game. They were born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open. What the fuck was that? What in the holy fuck was that? Wow, I am shocked I managed not to get hit by that. Why did it just make the poise break sound, but his poise didn't break? Is that him hitting me? Wow, good fucking fight. Such garbage. I know. I don't like that it doesn't let you skip the attack quickly. But what the fuck was that? The timings on this must be really weird because I can't get it. What I'm gonna want to do for that is roll towards him. Well, now, so says someone who's never beaten DS2. Sag. That went straight between his legs. I hate the roll attack in this game so much. What the fuck? Did you see that? What the fuck? I think the problem I have with that is... So, you know with delayed attacks, how they're like doing something and then they pause? They basically just take a long time to do one action. What he does with that is do one action very quickly and then just like hang in the air in front of you. Like he's just in the air in front of you. It's not like he's taking a while to jump up or something. He just defies gravity to stand in front of you for a bit and be like, are you gonna get out of the way? If you get out of the way, I'll kill you. So keep that in mind. You have to not get out of the way when he does that attack. Try your best, gamers. You can't do it. Oh, he didn't... Buddy, what are we up to? Wow. I don't like this game very much. I don't like that it shows the bad roll animation for this Hunter. I think DS... Which one doesn't have the bad roll animation? Is it DS3? I think DS3 might not have the bad roll animation. It might be DS2, actually. I can't remember. I'm an expert on Hunters, so... Not in real life. In the games. I know a lot about them because I use them every time. One of them doesn't have the bad roll animation. It feels so good to use. Oh yeah! His, that attack he does, when it hits you, it makes the same noise as when you stagger him. That's weird. That just made the noise too! What the fuck is going on? See, I don't like that so much. Because you can't really, like, time that, because he's... It just depends on what distance he is from you. At least this phase is kind of easy if you don't get hit. Okay... Hey, can I get the crit, or... Guess not. See, that's another case of panic rolling is the only way to get out of the way. Face dude. That's another one where he's like right in your face and the attack just doesn't go off for some reason. Run. Oh my god! This fucking game, dude. Once that gives you an attack. Chance to. Is he just doing it again? No, he's not. I don't like this boss very much. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Why does that stagger you? What the fuck? It's like a mandatory stagger. That's not fair. Why? Okay, video game. Nice bad roll animation. Oh my god. It's a fucking game. Why do they keep picking the bad one? I don't understand. That's another one where I'm not sure how I dodge it, because it just comes out so slowly. Well, I mean, the actual animation itself is very slow, but like, the instant it happens, it's done. Like, he moves his leg and the animation's over. You're dead. That, I really don't like that. That feels really unfair to me. That's such dog shit. He's just wandering off. He's an old man, he'll wander off sometimes, you know how it is. R.I.P. Horalu. Befits a crown. That's funny, because that means, how long did that take me? That took me like an hour and 20 minutes total, maybe? An hour and 20 minutes? So that means the boss that's taken me the long is, to this day, Morgott. No, not Morgott. Whatever you call him. The big boy. You know who I'm talking about. Is the inside of the tree an actual area? Because if it isn't, I have to go. The... Moog, the hard version of Moog took me 5 hours. I love Moog, though. Every moment I spent with him brought me great joy. Not true. I do love him, though. Problematic faves? This man kidnapped a demigod and tried to make him his husband? I give him a pass on it, though, because he's obviously in love with him. Like, actually in love with him, which is very sweet. Wanted to marry a femboy so bad he kidnapped him. Oh my god, no. That's a relatable feeling. Like, I wouldn't do it, but that is a relatable feeling. Just slam a whole bunch of souls. I wish this was like DS2 where it didn't kick you out of the menu every time you used one. That's closer. I think I need to be... It's definitely love. Have you heard how he talks about him? Like, sweetie? No one talks about another human being that way disingenuously. You can be obsessed with someone, okay? That's a kind of love. Oh yeah, totally. Hey man, I think that's not what he was trying to do. Okay, now, you know what I hate about this game the most? Least favorite thing about this game? How do you... The fact that the entire map doesn't have underground areas. The underground areas are so much fun compared to the rest of it. And then, like, there's fucking four of them, and all of them are pretty small. And you have to fight Astel in this one, which is pretty boring. I just wish the whole area was covered in underground areas. If the DLC is just more underground areas, I will be an extremely happy camper. Astel is, like, pretty bad. Yeah, alright, I need to write down bosses. So what I do every time I beat a boss in this game is that I write down what I think of it on my objective. Sorry, not objective. I write down, I give it 5, I give it something out of 5 for difficulty, presentation, boss run, lore, and fun. So that's how I rank these guys. Okay, so Hora, Lu. I'm gonna give him a 5 for difficulty, 4 for difficulty. Presentation, 3. Boss run, that's a solid 4. Lore, that's a 4. I find it pretty interesting. Fun, that's a 2. Again, we're gonna give him 5 for difficulty, though, to make up for it. Okay, that's an 18. Good job. That is a better than average score. The boss in this game that has gotten the highest score out of any is... That's a slightly lower score than Moog. The highest scored boss is... Where did I put him? Fuck Star Scourge Rajan, that's a shit boss. It's not actually a shit boss, it's just not very good. I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to fight him. Where's my boy? Where's my boy? God damn it. Didn't I do him before this? Ancestor Spirit and Regal Ancestor Spirit, the 2 best bosses in this game. It's not exactly mind control. That's, Nicola. Melania? Yeah, I'm gonna do Melania. Okay, let's see what's in here. Is this the way into the boss fight, or is this an area? Let's find out! I think this is an area. Oh boy, it's the Great Hollow! Who dat? Yo, we're going down to Ash Lake. We're fighting Radon in Ash Lake. Is that Radon? I think that's Radon. No, that's Queen Lady. She doesn't look like she's having a good time, I'm gonna be real with you. Her nipples got removed. Sag. Look, I can't... Radon and Radagon sound close enough together that I just... forget which is which. No, this is the boss? Is this the boss? Is this the blood? Oh, Queen, yes. You slay, girl. Her hair bleeds to red. Her titties turn into man titties. This is what happens to me when I go into fight mode, if I had titties to begin with. He is cool, though. Oh, there's that... There's that boss music. Is this the boss music? Yeah, he's the other redhead who beats your ass. Hey girl, how you doing? He's like, oh hi. Oh yeah, this is just the boss fight. Is this the boss fight? Bye! I'll be seeing you then! That's not a sort of control, Phantom. Stop being a pedant. Bye! I really thought the inside of the Elden tree or whatever was an area. I don't know why. Okay. That's not control, that's just manipulation. Which one of these is Melania's one? Is this one it? Compelling affection into the target is what I do when I seduce men. Which isn't mind control, actually. Okay, Melania, let's go to Pound Town, girl. Destroy me. Yas, queen. Destroy me! You know what? Doesn't look bad. I don't think this is gonna be as hard as... Yeah. Femboys are all evil was the moral of Elden Ring. Isn't she just like lying on the ground or something? She's not even here. No, she's right there. Hey girl, she's straight chilling. She's kind of pretty. Honestly. A little bit pretty, maybe. She's like, I took my armor off because I am chilling right now. Why are you bothering me? I like that she has mechanical limbs. That's very cool.
I dreamt for so long.
Her fucking voice. Melania flower mode.
And my blood rotted.
Gonna put my arm back on, don't mind me.
Corpse after corpse left in my wake. As I awaited his return.
I like that she has long nails. She hasn't cut her nails recently. She's a woman, so she has long nails. I guess she has just been chilling for a while. Damn, girl, you heed my words. I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh, they actually animated her mouth. And I have never known defeat. That's a cool kind of sword.
And I have never known defeat.
Yas, queen. Slay. Hi, girl. Oh, she staggers. She can die if she staggers. Girl, you are a corpse on the ground. Does she get two? Does she get 2 health bars or just the 1? Does she restore her health when she hits you? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, she does. Oh, that's really annoying. Both of you chill the fuck out. Okay, so that's why she's hard, because you have to hit her without getting hit. Let's see. Yeah, so she hits you really fast, and you have to hit her without getting hit, so that's what makes her hard, I guess. Whoa! Neat. I know. Just let me die. Bye! Can I go? Yeah, she just did the waterfowl dance. How do you dodge that? Like, do you have to run away from it, or... Har Phantom. I'm pretty sure you have to run away from it. Or dodge through it. She just starts running for you! Well, at least you haven't lost anything. If she hits you before you hit her. She's pretty cool. She's kind of neat. 51 souls. I'll take those 51 souls with me straight to hell. Bro, I'll beat your ass backwards. Oh, she does multi-moves. I don't like that. Just in general, I don't like it very much. I am Melania, Blade of Mikola, and I have never known how to stop attacking. Yeah, I don't find it very fun when bosses just attack like that. It's not really engaging to me. It feels unfair for, like, me in particular, I guess, because my brain just isn't very fast. That is true. I don't think you can do that, though. Okay, so the problem with her is that she's kind of hard to dodge because she's really fast. Yeah, her sword is like super fast. This is gonna take a while, boys. Yeah, I hate that so much. That's like really... It feels like a personal attack because it's so fast, and I'm just not very fast, like, as a gamer. Okay, so for that you have to dodge towards her, I'm assuming. A katana is a type of sword. Genius. Whatever. Unfortunately, I'm just not, like, my brain just isn't very fast, so having bosses that attack super fast, it just feels, like, unfair, because my brain, in particular, is just poorly suited to it. Like how she's walking around half-clothed. Girl, you crazy? Girl, put on pants. What is wrong with you? I am gay. I don't care if I can see your thighs. There's no reason to do this. Yeah, see, that's kind of a problem I have, is that she's so fast that it feels like personally, like, just like personally wrong. It's, well, that's her dad or whatever, so who cares? It's not her dad. She's one of the ones that doesn't have a dad. It doesn't matter, I'll do it today. Or tomorrow. Wait, no, I have school tomorrow. Do it next weekend. Who cares? Her mom is her dad. This is shit. Does she restore an amount relative to how much you damage her, or... Yeah, she and Phantom are in the same boat in that regard. He actually does. What just happened? So does that attack completely restore her health or something? Yeah, this is gonna take a while. It's not the worst thing in the world, it's just kind of boring. What the fuck just happened? Yeah, she doesn't restore an amount relative to how much health she has, or how much health she's taking. It's just... Yes, I am. What are you talking about? It doesn't... I have beaten every other boss in all of these games, including Luden's Zolin. You couldn't even play Dark Souls 2, you little motherfucker. Come on. Took me 8 hours to beat Ornstein and Snow, and I am no coward. Well, I am a coward, but I won't give up. Well, I could beat this boss, and I do want to, so go fuck yourself. This trash ass. Yeah, I don't really like bosses that are designed this way. Can both of you please stop talking like that? It's really mean. Not mean. It's really like... It's just unnecessary. Like, I already know it's going to be hard. You don't have to be like, ha ha ha, look how hard it's gonna be. I know. You don't have to be like, look at you, idiot. I tell everyone to go fuck themselves. I say it affectionately. That's not a joke. I say it to my boyfriend. Oh, for fuck's sake. How do you... Block. Great. Great, great, great. Okay. For fuck's sake. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I need to be able to see. Yeah, I don't really get new viewers, but I do get random people doing that. I tell... Do I have stamina talismans? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I have this one, this one, this one. Stamina... yeah. I will damage more. I will get more damage done to me, though, which kind of sucks. I like that this boss is so, like chill with just hanging out, that she'll just like let you do whatever. Yeah, she's like, well, the thing she does that's gonna make her kind of difficult is that, like, she doesn't ever charge at you, and usually the moves you can punish are the ones where, like, somebody jumps at you and then you go, ah, I need to... If they jump at you, then I can attack them. But if they're not, like, coming at you, then they don't usually leave any openings, which kind of sucks. Whatever. Yeah, this could take a couple hours, boys. Unfortunate. Doesn't really matter. I mean, this game already... It doesn't really... Like, this game already doesn't really do anything for me, so... Yeah, I don't really know how you're supposed to dodge her, because, like, do you just have to memorize all the shit she does? Because I can't really see her when she's attacking, so... Like, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to wait to... What are you supposed to do? Because you can't see her when she's attacking you. I can't... That's the problem. I can't, like, it makes me feel, like, really disoriented and kind of ill if I lock on to things, so I don't. Okay, yeah, I'm not super sure what the game wants me to do here. Oh yeah, she can just run away very quickly. I think... It makes sense she patience? She is patient, you mean? Oh, she gets hyper armor for that one. Neat. She's doing what I do when I fight bosses, where I just like stay ages away from them. See, that's what I'm gonna do for this fight, too. I don't really have a moveset, she just swings her sword around. I just need to hope she doesn't do that one, because I can't really dodge that one. Well, yeah, if she says, I am Melania, Blade of Mikola, and I've never known defeat, you have to imagine she's a master swordsman. Yeah, that one just says no to me doing damage to her. It's just like, actually, no, you may not damage the boss. Oh, very cool behavior. This is kind of a shit boss. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? It's not very good, is it? I don't know why they keep making bosses like this. Well, what do you mean familiarize her with her moveset? She does, like, she just swings her sword around. She doesn't have, like, distinct moves, really. She just swings her sword around. Okay, she does that attack, which is like a thing, I guess. Well, timings for what? Like, what am I supposed to time about this? Do I have to learn the timing for every single sword swing she can possibly do? Because she's using a fucking sword. I can't, like, memorize every single angle of the attacks she can do. She has, like, a million different attacks she can do. Such garbage. But, like, she doesn't have attacks she does. She just swings her sword around. Like, it seems random. I can't really... Like, she just does a bunch of sword swings, like, between 3 and 8, maybe, and then stops or keeps going. And she has one where she kind of jumps in the air, and she has one where she spears you, and then she has her waterfowl dance. Learning the delay. The problem is that there's, like, so many different things she can do. Can't really trigger her to attack. Okay. You can do that. Yeah, so she can do that, which is pretty much game over for me. Okay, that's not her waterfowl dance, but it has the same effect. That's just... What is that? The problem I'm having with this is that I don't really understand, like... I don't really understand what the game wants me to do about her, because she just kind of keeps attacking you, and then... Well, for Waterfowl Dance, obviously you just need to dodge through it. She hasn't done it a lot, though. It might take a while for me to get the right timing for dodging through it. That is one where I'm like, that's a distinct attack. I can tell what that is when she does it. She, like floats in the air for a bit. Okay. Okay. Roll spam to get out of the way, I guess. That's how you fight the boss. I don't really like that she just, like, jumps around. I really don't like it when bosses do that. It feels like it's supposed to disorient you rather than, like, challenge you in some way. I guess disorientation could be described as a kind of challenge. It just doesn't feel fair to me. Okay, so that, you have to dodge through that. When she does that, you have to dodge through it. I'm just going to try to avoid all her normal sword swings, because those are going to be the biggest trouble for me. Okay, that... I can't really tell what she's doing in her animation for that. Like, I guess she's jumping in the air. See, this doesn't feel very fair to me. I mean, I have to do it, but it doesn't feel very, like... I don't... What are you supposed to do? You know what? I'm just gonna attack her until she dies. Fuck this game. Oh hey, Elden texted me. Neat, 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 neat. This is a shit game and I won't capitulate to its nonsense. Yeah, you just can't. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this video game? This is such a garbage game. Why did they do this? This is... If FromSoft keeps making games like this, I'm not going to keep playing FromSoft games. This might be the last one for your boy Axel. Because she can just do whatever she wants when she starts up that animation. No. Like, she can just decide on a random move to do when she starts that animation. Okay. Neat. That's impossible to dodge. What the fuck? I have to beat it myself the first try. That's what we agreed. I have to beat it myself the first try. Okay, you little motherfucker. Such a garbage game. Dodge through, around, away. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't really like... This just doesn't feel like fair to me. Like, I'm already only okay at video games. I can play ones that are pretty slow pretty well, but like, the faster they get, the less I have, like, the more other people have just a natural advantage in doing them good, because their brains are just faster. Like, that's just how their brains work. They're faster. I like that she's really skinny for some reason, even though she's supposed to be a soldier or whatever. Very cool. I'm just gonna keep throwing myself at it until the boss dies. The fact of the matter is that I'm not going to be able to beat it by being good at the game, because I'm not good at this game. It's just too fast for me. I can't beat it by being good at it, I just have to beat it by praying I don't die. A man must have patience. A man must have patience. A man must have patience. This is exactly what Ornstein Snow was like when I played it for the first time. It's kind of trash, though. Okay, it's gonna be one hit at a time maximum on this lady. Doesn't she have 2 health bars? Yeah, she does. I seem to remember that. Okay, so for that one I'm just boned, basically, like... I can't do anything but preempt her attacks, essentially, so... Oh well. How did that hit me? Girl, what are you doing? Hyper armor? Nice. Very nice. I love it when the bosses get hyper armor randomly. Oh, she just doesn't stop. Okay. I think a problem I'm having with that is that, what is it? So, like, when she does that, you have to dodge through it at first, right? But if you dodge through it, then you just run into her. Like, you can't just dodge forward. So I don't like that very much. I think you can outdistance that attack, though. Which is kind of a problem, because she seems to do it randomly. Yeah, it's just not very... It's just not very good, is it? Sometimes they just don't make good bosses. It's hard, but that doesn't mean it's good. Difficulty does not a boss make. She has so much health, too. This is obscene. This is like if the first phase of Frida took 5 minutes. What the fuck is occurring right now? Yeah, she just jumps around so much that I can't really see her at any given time. Oh, she just hyper-armored straight through that one, huh? Neat. I love it when bosses just use hyper-armor. It's so cool. Especially when they're specifically supposed to stagger. That's so great. She hyper-armors if she does that, so that's neat. Yeah, so if you just run away from her continually, then you can hypothetically get far enough away when she starts doing that, which is nice. But if you don't run fast enough, then you're dead. That's kind of a shame. Yeah, this one just... It just doesn't seem very... It's just not very good, is the problem. Hi Melania, how are you doing? I think the problem I might have with this is that it's so specific that, like, you need to be in such a specific mindset to fight it that it might be difficult to adapt into. One second, dodge that. Can't dodge that, though! Wow, she keeps recovering health from you even after you die. Very neat. I don't really like, I mean, I guess it's necessary or whatever, but At least the boss run isn't bad. If this had a bad boss run, I think I would just figure out a way to cheese it. Like, I'll fight her legit, and I won't like it, but I will do it. Okay, yeah, if you catch her early enough in that attack, she stops. Great. That's really delayed. That's incredibly delayed. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I have all the time in the world. What is that attack, anyway? I have to have a chance sometimes. I mean, there's some attacks where I can dodge them. Just not most of them. I can't dodge most of them, but I can dodge some of them. Which is neat. Like, I still haven't figured out how to dodge that one. I figure, like, hypothetically you can dodge behind her, but I haven't figured out how to dodge behind her, because every time you dodge forward, you just dodge into her, and she's so small that it's kind of like... If you dodge past her, then you're in trouble, but you can't really dodge behind her, because your dodge just takes you past her, and then you need to whip your camera around really fast to follow her, I guess. So that's nice. By the way, you and Toaster can stop being such a Debbie Downers, because I got her to like 1/3 health there, so... Okay, what are we gonna do, girlfriend? Very neat, very neat. Oh, she just... Oh, she hyper-armored like crazy through that. That's such bullshit. I don't like that she gets hyper-armor on random attacks. I think there was a different boss that was like that, where it would just hyper-armor you. The boss just has hyper-armor on some random attacks. I don't remember which one it was, though. I mean, I don't really like this. I think this would already be hard enough if she didn't heal herself. Oh, that's a... she decided to do multiple hits that time. That's a one-hit one. It looks identical from the starting position, which I don't really like. Yeah, how do you dodge that? How are you supposed to dodge that one? Do you know, Phantom? Hyper armor. Nice fucking hyper armor, girl. See, how do you dodge that? Like, you can't go past her because her sword goes like 360 directions. Yeah, this just isn't very good. I don't know why they would do that. It's like... It's kind of like Ludenzahlen, like the actual Ludenzahlen boss fight, not the boss run. I mean, kind of like the boss run, actually, because it's full of those enemies that, like, are just incredibly difficult to dodge. I can dodge them. I did learn how to dodge them at one point, but the dodge timings are insane. So for this boss, you basically just need to not get hit, which feels really unfair to me. That's such dog shit. Why would they do that? These devs know how to make video games. They should know better than this. They've made at least one good video game. Kind of. They made... Actually, they didn't make Dark Souls 2. They made Dark Souls 3, which is fine most of the time, so... And I would know, because I've played it just about a dozen times. Why's she coming for me? Oh god, it backstepped. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. I think a problem I'm having is that her attacks come out so fast that I can't really preempt them. Also, she does have some attacks where you just can't preempt them because she doesn't let you. Which doesn't feel super fair to me, however. It's a video game. I'll beat her eventually. I don't know how 40% of, what was it, 35% of players beat this? More players beat this than beat Moog, like the normal version of Moog. And it's not like this is a, like, doable boss, really. I don't know how people beat this. Okay, so if you just run away from her when she's doing that, you can avoid getting hit. Do not try to dodge into her, run away. It's just not very good, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not very good. Yeah, I think the problem might be, just for this game in general, I've mentioned this like a million times, but the reliance on lock-on makes this, like, the devs' reliance on lock-on makes this just, like, so much more unfair for players who don't use lock-on. And I get it, you're supposed to use lock-on, but that doesn't mean everyone's going to. Okay, very cool. Just gonna go ham. Yeah, I just don't think it's very good, is the problem. It just doesn't seem very good to me. It seems like a boss from a different game, if you understand me, like a game where you... like a game with a wider camera, maybe? Because this camera's pretty close to you. You can't really see what she's doing, so you just have to hope she isn't doing anything interesting behind you, I guess. Here, I'll lock on for this one and see if it makes me throw up. God, that was disorienting. Ugh. I don't like it very much. I mean, it's you're obviously supposed to fight her this way, but it's not nice. I don't know why they would make the boss this way. It's just not very good. They should know better. Like, if you're going to make a boss where she does, like, circles around you, you should probably make it in a game where your camera works better. Like, this game has a better camera than most of them do, I know, but it's still just, like, a fine camera. It'll do. It's barely functional for what it's meant for. See, how are you supposed to play the game where you can't see what's happening? You know, at least I hit her more often, because the roll hits her. There's that. Yeah, I hit her more often, which is nice. This might be the way to beat it, lads. The strat? Use lock-on, idiot. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Whoa! Okay, so she just... I didn't die, so there's that. Oh. Yeah, it's just not very good, is it? Oh god, that was waterfowl dance. I thought she was doing a different move. I don't know why. That's delayed. That hitbox straight up happens after the attack. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, it's just not very good, is it? It's kinda trash. They can make a good boss when they want to, but they can also make a really bad boss when they want to, and sometimes they want to make a bad boss. Sometimes they just get super turnt by making a bad boss. Yeah, that's... How do you play the game locked on? It's, like, so awful. Yeah, the problem is that now that I'm playing locked on, I can't really tell where around and away from is. It's so awful, dude. It's so awful. How would they design the game this way? I can't, like... It's so difficult to tell what's happening when you're locked on. Because, like, literally all you can see is the boss. And sometimes the boss is, like, doing circles around you and outside of your camera, even when you're locked onto them. Such a bad boss. Such a bad boss, dude. I don't like that she randomly does attacks that she just hyper armors through if you hit her. That doesn't feel very fair to me. I guess Frida does the same thing, but Frida doesn't have 100 million HP. I get it, this boss doesn't either. She has about as much as whatever the other one's called. Horalu. She's also two faces though. Pull 'em out! As if they couldn't make this game any worse. It's got some neat things in it this game does, but it's also got a lot of trash. Like a really incredible amount of trash. Especially given how much work obviously went into it. I mean, they can make a good boss in a good game when they want to, but sometimes they don't want to, and they won't. I do really like some of the areas in this game. I think the areas are probably the strongest part of the game. The underground areas in particular are like incredible. Just so gorgeous and fun. Well, I don't know about fun, but they're definitely pretty. And if this game has nothing else going for it, it is often very pretty, which is nice. You know, whatever. At least they can make it look good, even if they can't make it feel good to play. Yeah, she can just randomly hyper armor, because she's like, you know what, fuck you. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? I'm just gonna keep running at it. I think I'll cut the stream off at the 3-hour mark, because I don't want to keep doing this forever. I'll do it another day. It took me 3 streams to beat Ornstein Snow. I can do this. Like, if I can beat Ornstein Snow, I can beat any boss. It's just, like... It's just... I don't know why they would do this. This feels like kind of the opposite of DS1 and, I mean, Dark Souls in general in some ways, because they try to be, like, really fair and kind of reasonable, and this one is super not trying to be fair and reasonable. Like, this is trying to be as unreasonable as possible. The player expectations are off the fucking walls. If you want to play this game, you have to be a god of time and space. It's just not very good, is it? Yeah, it's... I mean, I don't like DS1 very much, but I have played DS1 a whole bunch of times. Like, it's the kind of game where I feel like, oh, I can play that a whole bunch of times. Like, that's reasonable. And this doesn't feel that way. It's like so long and difficult that it's like, I don't really want to play this more than once. It's kind of enough already, you know? It's only so hard they can make these fucking games, you know? I'm just gonna try to dodge her. I'm not gonna try to attack her, I'm just gonna dodge her. That comes out so fast that I legitimately, like, can't dodge it. My brain, it just, like, I can only accept inputs into my brain so fast, and that's faster than I can do it. I mean, I'll be able to do it eventually, but it's not because, like, I see the attack and I respond to it, which I think is the best kind of Souls experience. If you can see something and respond to it, then the game is doing something right. So it's kind of like Pontiff, where the attacks come out. It's actually a lot like Pontiff, this boss is, where the attacks come out so fast that it's like, what am I supposed to do? Do I just have to, like, pray, or... At least I can dodge that. Melania, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dodge you. I don't even want to hurt you. I have my hand off the mouse. I literally can't hurt you, even if I wanted to. But I'm gonna heal the fall. Okay, so that's kind of difficult to dodge. She's in attack mode. Yeah, I don't really like that she has identical animations that only differ in how long they take to happen. That feels kind of bad to me. Yeah, that comes out so fast that I don't think I can dodge it. Yeah. She's a lot like Pontiff. I mean, at least in terms of... She's like super, super fast for one thing, which Pontiff is also really fast. I don't think there's another boss in... And she never stops attacking, just like Pontiff. Infinite and poise. Stamina? Infinite stamina. She's kind of just swings a sword around. Like, I guess one of my problems with this is that, like, for attacks to feel like real attacks, like Dark Souls attacks to me, I have to be able to tell them apart from other moves, and I can't tell her moves apart Because for all of them, she's just swinging a sword. I mean, there's some of them... Like, I'll take that back. There are some of them where she's doing more than swinging a sword. But, like, they come out so fast that I still can't really tell the difference between them. Okay. I literally don't have my hand on the thing right now. Okay, so that's an opportunity for an attack. Girl, I literally am not attacking you. I just want to heal so that I can keep dodging you. Okay, so that's kind of... Not super sure how you're supposed to dodge that. Okay, that breaks your lock on too, which is neat. Okay, now we need to get her away from the walls. Great. She does not want to get away from the walls, okay. Playing by your rules, Melania. Yeah, it comes out so fast that I can't really dodge it. That's part of why it feels like Pontiff to me, is that some of Pontiff's moves are so fast that I legit feel like I can't dodge them. This is more fun than fighting her. I mean, it's still not very fun, but... It is more fun than fighting her, at least. Okay. At least being locked on seems to make her, like, hit you less for some reason. Like, if you dodge her right, her attacks just go right past you, which they don't do if you're not locked on. Oh, that had a lot greater range than I thought it did. It's a long-ass katana. That's like a horse chopping katana. You know what I'm talking about, boys. Is that from China? I think that's from China. The horse chopping... I can't remember what they're called. It's like what Sir Alan uses in DS2, where it's just like the handle is really long. That's kind of the distinctive property of it, is that the handle is really long. I mean, katanas in general have pretty long handles. Not completely sure why. I mean, I guess for the same reason a greatsword has a really long handle. Not a greatsword as in like a guts greatsword. That sword is complete nonsense. Don't even look at it, children. Okay. Give it to me. Okay, so she'll just do that in like a direction. She doesn't even want to hit you with that one. That, yeah, I'm still having trouble dodging that. What she does is she like does her little... Definitely don't have the timing for that one down. And she hits you a lot, doesn't she? Her AI went a little wacky there. Yeah, that one's really hard for me to dodge. It just comes out so fast, and like, if you get hit by it, you're stuck in for the whole combo, essentially. I mean, not the whole combo. You can dodge out of like the last 3 hits, I think, but most of it you're stuck for. That's not very... Yeah, and like, I've seen it a whole bunch of times, but I'm still not sure how you're supposed to dodge it. Like, because I keep trying to dodge it. Like, my brain is responding, but it keeps not happening, so I don't know super what you're supposed to do. Okay. The camera just did some very wacky things there, and I'm dead. Girl, I know, you've said that like a million times. The camera does some pretty wacky things here. It like... Well, in that specific instance, it was doing some interesting things. 1 second. Okay, now we're just gonna keep doing the thing, I guess. I'm only gonna have this go till hour 3 because I only have so much time upon this mortal realm, and I don't want to spend it doing this. What can I do after this? I think I could do another drawing. I could do another page of writing. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at 8 p.m., so I'm gonna have plenty of time for other things. Yeah, she did something I wasn't super expecting there, so kind of hard for me to respond to. Okay. I don't like this boss very much. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't like the boss very much. It's probably the kind of thing where if you get used to it, like, it's doable, but the difficulty curve is super high here. Oh boy, what just happened? Yeah, that's something I don't like about Lock-On, that the camera just kind of like whips around real fast if the boss does a quick move. And like, I get it, that's necessary for the camera to follow the boss. But it's also just super disorienting, and I don't think bosses should be designed with that sort of dealio in mind. Okay, if I just dodge back from her when she starts doing that, she can't really hit me for it. The problem being that I can't really tell when she's going to do it. Let's go back to the center of the arena, girlfriend. Like, over here, maybe. Just running into the wall there. I mean, I will admit, it is really nice to not attack the boss, because I can just, like, chill out with one of my hands. I don't have to do anything. I can do I just have my hand resting on my knee right now, actually. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty slow one if you got there. Yeah, I still get hit by her a lot. If I could just play the boss this way, I'd be super happy, actually. This is nice. I only need one hand. It's pretty legit. I mean, it's still, like... I'm still doing it on this boss, and I don't find it terribly fun to just die to her over and over again, but... whatever. I'm sorry, I was taking a drink of my water bottle. One thing I really like about Gale, and I'm just thinking about this right now, is that when he attacks you, like, he does specific attacks, and they're, like, obviously different from each other, you know? He doesn't just wave around his sword in a bunch of different ways, really. He has attacks that he does, you know? See, the problem that I'm having here is that if I don't panic roll, I get hit, because what I do when I panic roll is I just hit the roll button as fast as I can when I see the boss do something, but if you don't do that for some of her attacks, which are, like, physically identical to other attacks, then you die. So you have to panic roll for some of her attacks, but for some of them, if you panic roll, you die. And they don't look different, really, because she doesn't do, like, different stuff, kind of. I mean, I don't think she does different stuff. All the stuff she does looks pretty much the same to me. She has a couple of attacks where it's, like, obviously physically different, like that one. That one's obviously physically different. The problem I have with that one is that I can't really respond to it fast enough to dodge, I feel like. Because it just comes out so fast. I mean, it's like that for me in a lot of, or in this fight a lot. Because it's just so fast that I can't really do anything about it. Is how it feels. Doesn't mean that it's true, because obviously anything in a video game is possible. People have done the wildest shit in video games, and it's like, well, of course you can technically do that. And this isn't the wildest shit you can do in a video game, this is just a boss in a Dark Souls game, but... What's that? Dante is from Devil May Cry, right? I've never played Devil May Cry. What's it about? Is it like... It's one of those, like, edgy games, right? Where it's like, oh, this is about... Or it's one of those... God, what am I trying to think? It's not really edgy, but it's like... The aesthetics are very, like, 13-year-old boy, I feel like. Very Catholic. I'm not saying that super disparagingly. Elden really likes aesthetics like that, for instance. It's very Bloodborne, you know? Where it's like, oh, this is so deep. It's like blood and guts and it's so scary. And it's like, no, it's just blood and guts, man. It's not really scary. It's just very 13-year-old boy core. Yeah, I'm having trouble dodging that one. I did dodge it that time, though. I do like that. Is it the one where there's, like, angels everywhere? Very Catholic core? I guess they're demons. They look like angels to me. I've seen a tiny bit of Devil May Cry 3 gameplay footage, I think. See, this is pretty fun for me. I mean, like, I'm not having a good time, so to speak, but, like, I'm not super frustrated either. I think the problem is that just not a lot of things are, like, fun, like, actually fun to me. I don't really know what that feeling is like. There are some things, like, I really like roller coasters, for instance, but this, it's not frustrating for me to do this because I'm focusing on something else. I'm talking about Devil May Cry. So I'm just like, I'm not even actually looking at the monitor with, Elden Ring out, actually. Or I wasn't for a second there. Like, obviously you have to look at the monitor to fight her. This is one of those things where it's like, probably gonna take me a long time. It's fine though. I am Axelius, and I have never known the ability to stop. And I have never known the ability to stop. Here's the thing, Melania. You may be a demigod, but I am stubborn as fuck. So consider that. Yeah. As long as I'm not super frustrated. Gothic? No. I mean, Gothic aesthetics are very specific. Bloodborne is partially Gothic, but also partially just like teenage boy core, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you know it's for adults when it's covered in blood and guts and everything bad is happening and everything's black and red and like whatever. Calm your tits, honey. It's just a video game. It's not for adults. Most people who play these games are not adults. Most people who are good at these games are adults, but most people who play them aren't. Who the hell has time for this if you're a full-grown adult? Except for me, I guess. I'm in college now. I have an excuse. Game devs hate this one simple trick. Circle to the right. And I'm dead. Fair enough. Yeah, I haven't played it, so I don't know what it's like. Here's a funny thing, actually. So, you know that one thing that, like, somebody made where it's like, how many of these 100 famous games have you played? Like, 100 famous games here. So there's, like, God of War, Minecraft, Mario, like, a whole bunch of different game series. And I did it, and my... out of 100, I had 6. Which is funny, because I feel like I play a lot of video games, but I guess a bunch of them are just a little bit niche, like a little bit too niche for the big list. Also, I think some of them were console exclusive, so obviously I haven't played them. I have played God of War, because I did. My dad had a PS4, well, he still has a PS4, but... and not a bunch of other, you know, famous game series. We had a Wii growing up, so I've played Mario and Metroid. I played, which Metroid was the bad one? Super Metroid Other M? No, it was just Metroid Other M, that's what it was called. Super Metroid Other M, as I call it. Girl, can we get away from the walls, please? Can you come over here? Super Metroid Other M. Why do Zweihanders have the little pokey things on the blade, like 1/4 of the way down? It's a less than a fourth, it's like a fifth of the way down the blade. Those aren't very useful because they tend to get stuck on stuff, like if you have a bunch of them, for instance. You know, there's this one book I have called Salamandastron, which is a Redwall book. There's a cool book series, Redwall. And on it, on the cover, wait, is Salamandastron? I think it's Salamandastron, where they have this like really kind of dumb sword design. It has, here, I'll just look it up real quick. Salamandastron. I really love the word Salamandastron though. One second, the game's closed. So Salamandastron. Lego games. I have played, I think, 2 Lego games. Oh, it wasn't Salamandastron. Why are there so many different covers for this? What the fuck? So it wasn't Salamandastron. Which one was it then? Some of the ones I read. Wasn't Mariel. Wasn't Madameo. Could have been Mossflower. Wasn't Rackety Tam. I know what that one looks like. Wait. Do they have the Salamandastron cover that I have here? I have two. I actually have 2 copies of Salamandastron. Yeah, it's that one. Wasn't Mariel. Wasn't Madameo. Not that Mossflower. Not that Mossflower. Was it Mariel? No, it wasn't. Rackety Tam. No. Martin the Warrior. No. It might have been one of the ones I haven't read then. Bellmaker. Come on, let me see. It's not Bellmaker. It's not Outcast of Redwall. It's not Marlfox. It's not Pearls of Lutra. It's Lord Brocktree, isn't it? It's not Lord Brocktree. Where the fuck is that book? What's happening? Is it this one? No, that's the Long Patrol. Come on, where'd it go? It's a book I have. I know it's a book I have. Am I going insane? Okay, back on the shelf you go. I should read the rest of these. They're pretty short. I did read part of Bellmaker, like I still have a bookmark in it from when I was reading it in the 6th grade, actually. It was quite some time ago. It was one of the ones I'm feeling Lord Brocktree, honestly. Redwall books. Well, that's a terrible cover. Who would give that cover to Redwall? The old covers of Redwall absolutely slay. Don't even get me started. Marlfox is a pretty good cover. Come on. Redwall books for little kids. They are not for little kids. Don't be that way to me. I'm so sad. In chronological order? Wait, no way Lord Brocktree is the first one. It is? Martin the Warrior, Mossflower, Legend of Luke, Outcast of Redwall, Mariel of Redwall, The Bellmaker, Salamandastron, Redwall, Madameo, Pearls of Lutra, The Long Patrol, Marlfox, Tagarung, Triss, Loamhedge, Rackety Tam, Hyrule Hyrule? Eulalia, Doomwhite, The Sable Queen, A Redwall Winter's Tale, The Rogue Crew, The Redwall Cookbook. I love that. And then there's just a bunch that are like, that just like tell you about the thing. You know, where the fuck is that thing I'm remembering? I could have sworn it was on Lord Brocktree or something like that. Am I going insane? No way. No way, no way, no way. Is it on the back cover? It's somewhere. I know it's on these things somewhere. It's not on the back cover of these two. Come on. Come on, I can't be going insane. I'm not old enough for that. That's just a picture of Brian Jacques. Very handsome. It's on the other side. Is Mariel? Yeah, Mariel's before. It's Martin the Warrior. These are in the order I've read them, I'm pretty sure. Maybe order of publication, I'm not super sure. Mossflower. I'm having an emotional breakdown right now, okay? I know. Trying to fight Melania is making me lose my mind and apparently forget Redwall books look like. The Legend Begins. That was the first one I ever read. I absolutely love the covers of these books, though. They're so good. This is like top tier book covers kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I really love how a lot of the like reasonably old books, like books from the 90s, I love those covers. They're just like gorgeous paintings, or like on these ones that actually have like medieval scroll type looking stuff on the covers, which looks great. It's fabulous. I love it. There's so much like emotion to it, kind of, you know? Don't even get me started on book covers, because I will literally never stop talking. You're getting me started. Don't stop me. I just love them so much. I have a lot of books on my shelves, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, I mean, you're not here, so you can't, like, physically notice, but, like, from the way I talk, it should be obvious. I have a lot of books on my shelves. One of these is actually a book I stole from my 4th and 5th grade teacher's classroom on accident. Like, I just took it and then forgot to ever give it back. You can hear it, you can hear the madness in my voice as I fight Melania more and more. Brian Jacques wrote about humans? What's Castaways of the Flying Dutchman? A boy and a dog? Let's go. His black Labrador. They're captured by a band of slave traders. Girl, you're crazy. Oh, I love this. Wait, when were these books published? I have to know. When was Redwall published? Oh, yeah. Redwall was published in 1986. Wow. I think the versions I have are pretty old, like within 10 years of release, because my mom read these when she was a little kid, and I have her books, so. Sometimes he released more than one of these a year. This absolute legend. I'm curious when he stopped. Apparently he stopped in 2011. He probably died. Nothing could stop this man from writing about fucking rodents until his death. Yep. 2011. My boy went absolutely crazy. He just kept writing Redwall. Oh, this is cool. His book Redwall was written for his special friends, in quotation marks, the children of the Royal Wavertree School for the Blind, whom he first met while working as a milkman. Oh, he read books to them. Oh, I love this. He began to spend time with the children, reading books to them. However, he became dissatisfied with the state of children's literature, with too much adolescent angst and not enough magic, and eventually began to write stories for them. He is known for the very descriptive style of his novels, which emphasize sound, smell, taste, gravity, balance, temperature, touch, and kinesthetics, not just visual sensations. That is true. This man describes food in, like, such a magical way. He's so cool. Oh. What was his first name? James. He just completely gave up on James. He was like, I don't really like the name James, so... Oh, one of them was actually published after his death. He wrote a whole bunch of stuff, huh? Most of it was Redwall, though. He was like, look, these kids' books are just shit. We need to write about kids' books that are fun. And he was right. He was 100% right, is the thing. Too much adolescent angst? You are so valid, dude. I hear you. Living adolescent angst is enough. I don't need to hear about it in books as well. Okay. Wow, she's hitting me from distance. Honestly, playing this game is too much adolescent angst for me. Oh. That attack is so funny to me. Sorry. And she got me. That steals exactly the max amount of Estus. That's kind of funny. Okay. This game would be a real bitch if you didn't have a lot of Estus. She did stop for a minute there. That was surprising. I love that this man just dedicated his life to, like, making kids' books that were fun. That's so cool. I hope he made a lot of money off of it. Girl, you weren't even close to it. Yeah, that's so fast that you can't dodge it, I'm pretty sure. Let's go to the right. Oh well. Yeah. I don't feel like... Here's the thing. I feel like there's an amount of difficulty where it's like, oh, this is hard. This is like... It's like when you have a... It's like a challenge, kind of, and then there's an amount of difficulty where it's just like... Where it feels like the devs are just like, how hard can we make this? Like, if we really tried, could we make it impossible? And, like, obviously that's not what they're doing here. It's obviously not impossible. A lot of people do it. Whatever. But it feels like that's what they're going for, kind of. Like, they're not being... It's not a reasonable amount of difficulty. It's just, like, as much difficulty as they can cram into it without making it insane. Oh. I keep thinking she'll just go past me with that one, but she doesn't do it. I appreciate that they added more than one death animation in this game. Does Dark Souls 3 have more than one death animation? Because Dark Souls 2 doesn't. If your character, and Dark Souls 1, if your character dies while lying down, your character, like, pops up to their feet to do the death animation, which is kind of comical. Though, I'll grant you, in Dark Souls 1, almost nothing can, like, take you off your feet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that literally comes out so fast, you can't dodge both heads. So that's an avoid. You have to dodge backwards for that. The problem is that it's identical to her other attacks, it's just like a bit faster. Like it's literally so fast you can't dodge it. I don't think that's good design. Oh. Like dodging to either side, you can't get out of the way of it is the issue. Maybe if you dodge twice to the right. That's possible. I should do that. Just dodge twice to the right for everything she does, I guess. It comes out so fast that you need to dodge everything as if it was instant, even if, like, it's not. Because there's a chance it'll come out incredibly fast, so... And there's no, like, visual difference between them. She doesn't do them at different times, she just does them or doesn't do them. Oh, she just did it again. Girl, can you give me a break so I can heal? Thank you. Not even trying to kill you right now. Just trying to dodge. Hi, girl. Can we relocate? Thanks. Okay, let's come out here so that we can have a bit more of a fair fight. Is there a distance you can get away from her? Well, she'll start running. Yeah, if you get really far away from her, she'll start running. Okay, great. Yeah, if you're on her left side when she does that attack, it can't hit you, I'm pretty sure. Okay, cool. Let's go out in the middle again. Nope, she just refused to do it. Oh no, she's running. Okay, great. Yeah, that comes out so fast you just can't dodge it. It's funny too, because it's not one of her special attacks, it's just a sword strike. But it's too fast to dodge. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that then, because like, you can't dodge out of the way, so what are you supposed to do? Like, just not be near her when she does it, or... I guess dodge away, like, backward. At least I'm starting to get hit less, if not rarely. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to really do about that one. Yeah, it's like impossible to not get hit. There. Not impossible. Obviously it's possible. I just have no idea how you do it. Whoa, what did she just do? I like that she circles around you, that's fun. You know what I really like doing? I really like writing combat, which I only realized, like... Well, I don't know if I only realized it recently. I've just been thinking about it, because... Like, the circling thing, actually, it reminds me of writing combat, because... That's what Oresi does when he fights. When they fight, they're like... They're very cautious when they fight, even though they don't have to be. That's part of... I think that's part of why they're pretty good at fighting, is that they're very cautious even though they don't have to be, unless they're, you know, in the thick of it. I usually want to avoid doing extra work, which is a common pitfall of the amateur soldier. So I imagine, at least, as I have not been a soldier, amateur or professional. It's been a minute since I got hit. Let's see when she hits me next. Will it be now? No. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. It's one of those really floaty games, I'm told. The only, like, thing I know about it, really, is Harris Bomber Guy, as I call him, mentioned it in one of his videos, I think about Dark Souls 2. Was it about Bloodborne or Dark Souls 2? It was one of those two videos where he was like, the game is really pretty, but the problem is that you kill all of the enemies so fast that, like, you don't really get to enjoy how pretty the game is. You don't get to enjoy the individual enemy. You just, like, mow through them. Because, like, that's one of the good things about Dark Souls, is that you get to enjoy the individual enemies. Yeah, that's the one attack where I still don't know how to dodge it. I mean, I still don't know how to dodge a lot of them, actually. Specifically, her doesn't seem to do waterfowl dance that much if you're close to her. She's gonna do it, like, immediately now that I brought it up. She hasn't done it this entire fight so far. Yeah, like, I think that's kind of a weakness. I mean, it's a genre thing, I guess. Like, with this game... I mean, this game less than Dark Souls 1, but, like, Dark Souls 1 really wants you to get, like, an intimate relationship with every enemy. You know, it wants you to really understand just everything, kind of. It wants everything to be a challenge, which is kind of a downfall in that game in particular, I feel like, because all the enemies are so fucking annoying, especially at the beginning of the game, because so many of the enemies use spears and shields, which is just the worst thing to fight against in a Dark Souls game. Like, it's the least fun. Because you're basically just, like, sitting there and waiting to be able to fight the boss. Or, not the boss, but the enemy, because not a lot of bosses have spear and shield combos, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that's not super hard to dodge as long as I'm, like, in the right mindset for it. Okay, let's take you back to the center of the arena, girl. Closer to here, maybe. Great. I do like that you can manipulate where she goes in the arena fairly easily. That one combo she does at the very beginning where it's like really fast, I'm not super good at dodging that. And by not super good at it, I mean I literally haven't figured out how to dodge it. It just comes out so fast that I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing against it, you know? I think for the last 30 minutes I am going to try to attack her. Hand is going back on the mouse, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how much good it's going to do. I still can't, you know what, I'm still not going to attack her. I need to be able to dodge her pretty well, because otherwise me attacking her isn't going to do any good. I don't feel like the healing thing is a great mechanic. I'm really close to getting hit by that. Yeah, like, it's a genre thing. I do feel like there are strengths to... Well, I guess the thing is that, like... It's not really super true that in Dark Souls you need to understand the enemies, because most of them go down really fast if you have a decently damaging weapon. There are some enemies that you do need to understand, but a lot of them that you don't. The hollows in Undead Bird, for instance, I feel like you do need to understand. Girl straight up did not try to hit me with that. Good on you. Oh, that's interesting. She'll just, like, do that automatically, whether or not she can hit you with it. Yeah, that's the one that she hits me with the most. I'm not super sure what you're supposed to do about that. Whoa! I didn't get hit by it that time. I think I was out of range though. Shit. I feel like that's a case of a janky hitbox and not me failing, though. Like, that in particular. That wasn't, like... I wasn't actually near her hand. In that specific case, I mean. Generally, when I get hit by that attack, I do feel like it's my fault. But in that specific case, I wasn't really actually there. Or if I was at a weird angle and I couldn't see it, so... Oh well. What's it gonna be? Oh, yeah, that was one where I was actually close to her. See, I still don't feel like the healing thing is very fair. And I haven't been attacking her, so it doesn't affect me, because I'm not actually trying to beat her, but... It doesn't feel like... I don't know, it doesn't feel very fair to me. Just as a concept, like, if the boss hits you, if she heals, it doesn't seem very reasonable. Oh. I've found a strat a bit. Going back and to the right makes you dodge most things she throws at you, if you're dodging. Whoa. Yeah. Do they say shit like that? That's so funny. I can't really tell what she's doing in that attack, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but I do like to be able to tell what the boss is doing when they're attacking, you know? I haven't gotten hit a lot on this one. Like, obviously, you know, I have one flask of Crimson Tears left, but it's not like I'm failing, because I'm not... Like, I can't say how well I'm doing because I haven't been damaging her, so it's not like, oh, this is the percentage of the fight I got through. I didn't get through any of the fight. I just haven't gotten hit a lot. And I'm dead. R.I.P. She's spamming that one is... When she spams that one, it's pretty annoying. Well, at least I can kind of dodge it sometimes, though. That's neat. I need to be a certain distance away from her, because otherwise it just doesn't work. Like, she's too close to me and I can't get out of the range of her stuff. Because those attacks come out quickly enough that you can't actually, like... I'm pretty sure you can't dodge all of them. It's like that one close range attack she does, where you can't actually dodge it. Okay, girl, what's it gonna be? Let's take it a bit closer to the center of the arena, girlfriend. Great. Great. What's the implication of her thighs being a weird color? Like, is it that she... I thought she was doing a different attack there. Like, is it rot, or... Is it necrosis? 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 I think it's necrosis. Like, can't remember how you say that word. I think it might be necrosis, because you say necrotic flesh, but... I don't know if that's how necrotic flesh looks. I mean, not that the devs of this game would care if that's actually how it looked, but, you know. And she looks a lot like that one redhead that's like hanging out in a church somewhere. I have no idea who that character is, by the way. Like, to this day, no clue. Oh, she's coming for me. Oh, that's bad. That's unlucky. Yeah, I could have dodged that if the arena was open, but it wasn't, so... Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's kind of very... That's really God, what does that remind me of? That's like really, that's really gay shit. Like, that's the kind of shit you'd get if, like, a super femme gay made a video game. I don't know which dev made that game, or which dev team made that game, but apparently all of them are fucking homosexuals. Bad luck. Capcom is nothing but a team of homosexuals, and I won't stand for it. Frankly. Yeah, I can dodge that attack sometimes now. Not consistently, though. No, it wasn't the dodge I meant to do. Oh, she kind of hopped around me there, didn't she? Well, let's go. Dodged the whole thing that time. I'm a god gamer, ladies and gentlemen. It's funny that you have to, like, approach her to attack. Oh. Oh well. I don't like that she does that randomly. It doesn't feel very, like, sporting to me. You know, at least the Estus restores most of your health in this game, though. That's one of the really annoying things about DS3. The Estus restores basically nothing, like, even fully upgraded. Oh, I don't know how that hit me, but okay. I was dodging. I think I might have gotten, like, staggered at a weird time and couldn't dodge the rest of it because I was clicking the dodge button, but oh well. I might have this time, but I don't know. Kind of hard to tell in this game for me. I don't really like that move she does, because it seems to be completely random whether or not she does it, and if she does it then I'm just boned, which isn't super fun for me. Need you to get closer to the center of the arena, girlfriend. There we go. Yeah, that's fast enough that you can't actually dodge it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, God. Clicked the wrong dodge direction there. Just camera things, I guess. Yeah, it's one of the things I don't like, and it's not really a problem they can solve. Like, if they didn't make the bosses like this, it wouldn't be an issue, I guess, but, like, if the camera does that, then I'm just boned. Like, I can't dodge out of the way, because the dodge direction depends on what direction the camera's going, obviously. And if the camera, when you're not locked on, when you are locked on, decides to go over the boss's head, then who knows which way you'll dodge. You'll leave it up to chance, I guess. And can we take it a bit closer to the center of the arena, girlfriend? Great. It's funny how she'll just keep going, like, attacking even if you're not close to her. I guess that's just a combo move, whatever. I thought her combos were, what am I thinking? I thought her combos were flexible, where, like, whether or not the whole thing goes off depends on if you're in front of her. It isn't something I super like. I mean, I don't like long combos in general, so this game is just kind of less fun for me than it could be. If I liked games where I had to, you know, just hang out for a while before attacking, this game would be great. Unfortunately, I like attacking kind of back and forth with the boss, which is pretty doable in, like, Dark Souls 1 and 2 at the very least. It's very doable in a couple of fights in Dark Souls 3. Yeah, here's the thing, if I'm just behind her, she can't really hit me. Getting behind her is the issue, though. I hate it when my twin brother does that. It is a really camp game, though, like, that's for sure. It's a shame it doesn't have the teenage boy aesthetic, because that aesthetic can be super funny. I thought she was doing a different attack there, so I'm lucky I didn't get hit. Wow, yeah, I keep not expecting her to do that, and she keeps doing it. "15 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen." I do think her armor's pretty neat. Like, it's kind of a dumb armor set, but it does look cool. It's got that going for it. Yeah, I don't really like that. She doesn't do it consistently. Oh, she's doing it again. That's neat. I don't... The thing is, I want consistency. If I can consistently tell when the boss is gonna... when the boss is going to try to heal catch me, then I can fight the boss. But if, like, any time I try to heal, regardless of timing, she does that, then, like, when am I supposed to heal? I don't really understand. It's like the first boss, not the first boss, the last boss of Dark Souls 1. Phantom, did you ever play Dark Souls 1? I heard that she hit me that, but okay. Yep. Like, I can't consistently tell when she's going to do it or not, she just does it or doesn't do it. Did you play the whole thing, or just part of it? See, I don't really like it when the camera does that. Is Mikola the child of, Radagon and the other one? Radagon and Mommy lady. Radagon and Renala. Is Mikola their child? Because apparently Melania is. And he's her brother, so I think she's her brother, isn't he? And I'm dead. Oh well. So isn't Mikola her brother? So he would be their kid too, right? Does Mikola have red hair? Oh, that's funny. That means that Moog is trying to marry one of his in-laws. I mean, they're not related, but it is funny. You just know that if FromSoft could, they would get away with making the only gay person also be in love with his cousin. That's some shit Tolkien would do. Yeah, that's a good attack opening there. Yeah, I'm not super sure what happened there. I think the camera was doing some fucky shit. Sometimes if the camera goes weird. Do you mean might have? That's short for might have, not might of. That doesn't make grammatical sense. Did all of Radagon's children end up with red hair, or is it a some of them kind of thing? Because I know Ronnie did. And Ronnie is Renala and Radagon's kid, and so is Melania, Mikola. It's a shame more of them don't look like their dad, because their mom's pretty good looking. I was like, wait, I meant to say it's a shame more of them don't look like their mom, because she's pretty good looking. Their dad, he's fine. I don't know. He kind of looks the same as all the other characters in this game, though. Like, they all have the same sort of face, and I think it's because the artists, whoever 3D models these characters, just goes like, I don't know, just give them the face. And I have never known defeat. I think it's because they're all supposed to look like Western European, so they all look pretty much the same. I mean, which isn't to say every Western European looks like every other Western European person, but in this game they kind of do. They actually have that one specific Anglo-Saxon nose, which I'm pretty sure only one ethnicity has, and it's Anglo-Saxon. It's like inverted, kinda. It's convex. It's a convex nose. I personally don't think it looks super cool. I like how... Wait, no. It's concave. It's a concave nose. I don't think it looks super good, personally. I just don't like how it looks, but... I really like convex noses. I think they look really cool. You can tell because I gave Varesi a convex nose. Lamau. Oh, because they wanted him to look like one of the giants. That's funny. The giants are all Scottish, canonically. Wait, no, would it be Celtic? Which ethnicity... Wait, here's a fun fact. There's one Asian ethnicity that has red hair, and it's a Chinese ethnicity. I can't remember where in China it is. I don't know if I ever learned that information, but... Whoa, I actually dodged it, holy shit. I was so shocked that I forgot to dodge the following attacks. Oh. Yeah, a lot of the things... I could have dodged that. I don't know. I don't like that that breaks your lock on. It's kind of annoying. Oh well. I'm dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now does it? I think we'll give this one more try and then I'll call it a stream. I figure a couple hours of practice of this can make me good enough at it to beat the first phase at least. Sorry, beating the second phase. I was like halfway through sneezing when I started talking there. Beating the second phase is gonna take a bit more doing, because I'll have to do the first phase every time, which is kind of annoying. Whatever. This one might take a while, boys. This one might get a record for longest time taken to do a boss. So far, not there, though. Radon was just like, actually, red hair is great. It looks really cool. He's kind of right, though. Wow, good fucking game, guys. That's what I'm saying about, like, inconsistent feedback, where sometimes the game will give you shit like that, and sometimes it won't. Oh well. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? It's definitely not very good in some ways. It's, Radon. Phantom, why can't you spell things? Red hates? Redheads, do you mean? How did you misspell that? Did you get auto-corrected? Turn off autocorrect, it'll make you better at spelling. Believe me. That's what I did. Actually, I just turned off autocorrect because, like, it just straight up wouldn't correct some things I said, and then it would also correct things that weren't wrong that I would say, and I was just like, well, go fuck yourself then. That's weird. I always feel like I'm out of range of that attack when it hits me. Red hates are always beating my ass. Red hates? What does that mean? I assume you meant redheads. Because red hates doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry if I sounded overly mean there. I wasn't trying to sound overly mean. I was just trying to enunciate, as it were. God, I love big words. I'm such a fucking nerd. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about that one. You have to dodge really fast to get out of the way of the other attacks, and that one's no different. But if you dodge out of the way, like, at the speed you need for the other attacks, you get hit by that one, which is... I guess I just need to dodge left. Whatever. Oh no. I did it, boys. I attacked her. For the first time in Immortal Age. Yeah, this is kind of a DPS check, isn't it? Or a skill check, I guess. How much can you not get hit by this hard-ass boss? I don't really like that. I mean, having a limited amount of Estus is already a limiter on how much you can heal. This one just makes it even worse. Typing... But how did you get red hates out of that? Were you trying to say red pates? Because that would technically be correct, even if it would be a weird way to say it. What the fuck? Hitboxes much? What the hell was that? I'm really lucky that didn't hit me. There's a certain range she'll do that one lunge from, so at least I have that in mind. It's funny how dumb people's armor is in this. Like, her armor has a hand to hold her sword, even though her sword is her hand. Like, I like it, it's kind of cool looking, but it's also pretty dumb. See, I feel like I shouldn't get hit by that. Like, it just feels wrong when I get hit by it. Like, it feels like I'm doing it right, and then I get hit, so it's not... Usually if it feels wrong, it's because I was doing something wrong, but... Or, like, if it feels right that I got hit, because there is a difference, you know? There's sometimes when you get hit and you're like, okay, yeah, I did something wrong there. Okay, you can tell I'm improving because I'm actually, like, running out of Estus before I die. Every once in a while, I mean. That one's probably the hardest to not get hit by. She hasn't done her waterfowl dance at all. Does she only do it at range or something? Or only at a certain health percentage? I think it's the health percentage thing. That would make more sense, because I'm pretty sure I've had her do waterfowl dance, and she was pretty damn close to me. Oh. Yeah, that one's like weirdly fast. Okay, boys, that's all for today. Phantom, if you want to keep talking to me, then just ask and you can keep talking to me. Alright, that's the end of the stream. Bye-bye.